Okay, well, in May, if you want to get shot,
God.
remember the $1.50 you didn't spend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Three Hit Combo Podcast, the world's most well-rested podcast. My name is Matt, and I'm here with Tam and Andy. What's up, guys?
Not much. Hit the Z's.
I'm not that well rested, actually.
I've
been up since like 5 this morning.
Hey, we had a break, all right? We didn't do a podcast last week. You should be ready.
Sorry for that, everybody.
How are you feeling, by the way? Feeling better?
Yeah, feeling a lot better. I wasn't feeling well until maybe about Wednesday, which is great because I had stuff to do on Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah. I did miss Pathfinder. Apparently they played on Wednesday.
Oh. Didn't I tell you?
Well, funny story. I got a few things to tell you. Saturday, what actually happened was 2 characters died and 1 character retired, so it's just my character left. So,
well, damn.
Yeah, so that happened not far into the session. So what happened was we basically just spent the rest of the night making new characters, except me, so I just hung out. And then Stefan was like, well, we didn't really get to play. Do you guys want to play tomorrow? And people were like, maybe. I know Tyler had something to do, and it didn't really. We didn't make any plans. And then he was like, well, what about Wednesday? And again, people were like, well, I don't know. And then nothing was really set in stone. And then Sunday, of course, I was sick. I didn't play Hero Skateboard, do the podcast. And then Wednesday afternoon, Stefan was like, yeah, we're playing tonight. And I'm like, well, I'm not. I'm sick. So they played without me. And then here's the funny story. Yesterday, my cousin had a wedding. And to be honest, I hate weddings. So I was like, oh, man, I have something to do. I got to go play Pathfinder. And I didn't say I was going to go play Pathfinder. I just said I had something to do. As I'm leaving my door, I get a text. Hey, did anyone tell you we're playing Sunday night? I'm like, I told my cousin I would fucking get together with him Sunday night because I missed his wedding.
That sucks. So do you not like the idea of wedding, or you don't like going to the event wedding?
Oh, I don't like going to the event.
Okay. I thought you're like...
I was going to be like, you were in my fucking wedding and you don't like the idea of weddings?
I don't like weddings. I mean,
That's fine.
I mean, Andy's was fine. I was in Andy's.
I can kind of go... When we went to Josh's, I was really like...
And it was like an hour before they got married. Yeah. Receptions are okay, but the actual wedding...
15 minutes... Or 10.
Yeah,
or
Andy's was actually really nice. It was only like 10 minutes.
That's cool.
Bada bing, bada boom, you're married.
I've only ever been to one wedding ever, and it was touching, but because like I was just mature enough to like understand what was going on, and it was with it was a good friend.
Like each other.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I remember I was sitting next to Camilla and she was crying at Josh's, and I went to like scratch my eye, and then she looked over at me all touched. I'm like,
Don't look at me! And like you punched a baby. It's like, I'm a man, damn it.
Oh, you should rip his shirt off. Oh, you see crying now, bitch.
But so that's
Camilla's podcast ears just went.
So
my husband has called me a bitch. What just happened here?
But that's kind of the thing. Like, I was told we weren't playing as I was leaving my house.
Yeah.
It's like,
damn it.
And then they're like, well, we're playing on Sunday. I'm like, I wasn't included on this conversation. Had you included me in earlier, I would have just went to the wedding. And then Sunday night would have been free.
So you're hanging out with your cousin today?
Yeah.
Well, good for you for not canceling on your cousin for a nerd game.
I already did it once.
I mean...
I can't do it twice.
You're canceling on like... You'd be canceling on like a more personal level. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like you can make the excuse of, oh, no, I can't go to this big event. But if you're like, nah, I don't want to hang out with you specifically. It's you that I'd rather go play dice in a pretend world than hang out with you in the real one.
But Austin was like, he's like, oh shit, sorry, I thought someone would have told you. And
Why didn't you tell me?
yeah, I wasn't gonna yell at him, but I was like, dude, you are someone.
Since when have you become classified as not someone?
Yeah, could someone tell me, please, before I make plans and before I'm leaving to show up,
Yeah.
that plans have changed? Because it was like almost 7 o'clock, and I had the bright idea of going to Chick-fil-A before I went to Austin's, which are on complete opposite sides of the town.
All right.
So that's why I was leaving so early. I was leaving at like 6:45. He did text me a little bit earlier than that, though, but my phone no longer makes sounds or buzzes. So
Don't you have an upgrader?
I do have an upgrade, but I just keep... My phone still works pretty well, except for the notifications. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'll get an upgrade. And now it's been like a year and a half. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get one.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah. I accidentally just hit the space bar. Did I? Okay, good. I didn't stop the recording.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, I'll be playing HeroScape today, at least.
Yay! I won't be able to go because I have work at 4, so...
We're already doing a 2 versus 2 versus 2 anyway.
No, that's fine. I'm even just coming to hang out. Could I just come and hang out?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh, okay, cool.
Pants off.
Dance off. Andy, how was your week?
Sure, it's crap. Adult things. That's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to see what $200 looks like?
Sure.
He did this joke to me, too.
That's a new window.
What did he?
As somebody broke into my
showing
car.
Andy, like, a red slip of paper.
Oh. How was that?
It was shitty because
Wait,
it happened in our apartment
Was it?
complex.
No!
And they took my radio
What?
and they took my amp.
Where the fuck were you parked?
I was parked over on that side, over by near the road.
Oh, really? Dude,
Yep.
that's where Camilla's car got broken into.
Oh, really?
It got...
And you didn't tell me?
But-
You son of a bitch.
They live at the same apartment complex.
I'm pretty sure she had her doors unlocked.
Oh, yeah? I didn't.
God. Which window?
Rear driver.
Timothy. He names his windows.
Yeah, it's Timothy. So I told Matt this. So I had to get Clyde to replace Timothy, and Clyde cost $200. But they took my radio, they took my amp for my subwoofers.
His other windows are inky, blinky, and pinky.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I don't know why I got Timothy before Clyde, but I did.
That's a good question. But at least now you have the Pac-Man Go set.
Correct. I'm actually glad he did it, whoever it was.
That asshole.
I've been waiting to get Timothy eliminated.
Right.
It was mad.
Waka waka.
Yeah, it was me. I hired him. I'm like, you went rogue. You weren't supposed to take the radio.
Oh, he took the radio and the amp?
Took radio.
Just give me a second here. Tap, 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 tap.
Turns out the radio and amp are like on the other side of that wall in my room.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I have no idea what happened.
Would
to
you
him.
give me back my 25th anniversary Legend of Zelda CD that was inside my radio whenever you took it? Could I have that back, please?
No, actually, I popped that out and I go, nerd, and slammed it down.
They also took, my parents just got back from California. They went to Disney and got me like a bunch of souvenirs. They took the souvenir bag.
Oh,
They took a Disney souvenir bag?
Even better, I had all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards in my car.
Did they leave him?
In an Under Armour bag. They dumped out all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Thank God. If so, I would have just quit Yu-Gi-Oh. I wouldn't be playing anymore. I had everything in that bag. They dumped it all out in the front seat and then took the bag. What probably happened is they just took the amp and the radio and put it in the bag so that some fucker wasn't just walking around on the streets with a bag. Or with
radio,
yeah.
God.
Yep.
Hey, at least you got your Yu-Gi-Ohs.
And
dumped out
then
the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
it rained.
I'm going to recommend that you don't
Wait, what
leave your
night was
Yu-Gi-Oh
this?
cards in your car.
This was 2 nights ago, so not last night, but the night before.
Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, what were you doing between 12:30 and 7:30?
Between 12:30 and 7:30?
Yeah, Friday night.
Don't say doing your mom. Don't say doing your mom.
Doing your son?
Luckily for you, I don't have one of those. Your alibi checks out.
I was doing somebody's son. Oh, garage door guest. We're getting a new garage door, by the way, so it should be a lot quieter.
Yay.
They never are.
Well, this one's from 1970, so...
Okay, so it'll be significant then.
And this one's actually really, really heavy. Like,
the new ones are
it's
nice.
too heavy for the track, which is why we're getting a new one, because this one wants to fall.
It wants to keep your car in.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't get out. Your car's running. Looks like you're dead.
But couldn't I just get out of my car? No,
I'm not gonna let you. Oh, boxes fell over on you.
Tell you what, garage, I'll just turn my car off.
No.
No, I created a pretty good seal in here. You're gonna die anyways.
Me and the car, we got a pact, man. We're gonna take your shit.
Hope you don't have any Yu-Gi-Oh cards in there.
Damn it! I was just gonna be like, hope you got a nice amp.
It still hurts. The worst part is like, I keep forgetting my radio's gone. So like, I'll be sitting there driving. I'm like, it's really quiet. Reach over, the single tear, and I go back. About 5 minutes later, I want some tune. Oh, okay, that's fine. I've started singing in my car. It sucks.
Dude, do the ghetto thing. Just get a fucking radio from Goodwill and put that in your like passenger seat.
I have a Bluetooth shower radio you should put in here.
I actually just ordered one.
Oh,
so
really?
I might.
One of those round,
Yeah,
like, circle
totally.
that everyone has.
Totally.
Nice.
I might just put it in my car. That might just happen.
Does it have
Yeah.
a suction cup on it?
Probably. It's for my shower.
Nice. Oh yeah, that does. So yeah, you can just put it on your dash.
Yeah. I figured it out. See, it was destined to happen because that Friday afternoon I cashed my taxes. So I had $400 in my pocket that was like, let's just burn it, man. And I literally
Yeah.
I literally did.
Huh.
The cashier's like, well, at least you got window money. I mean...
That sucks.
Yep. Totally. It really feels like anytime like I get like an extra sum of money, something shitty happens that just makes me lose that extra money.
That's usually how it goes.
I've been told that's called being an adult. But I don't agree with it.
I love that they dumped out the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
There was like $1,000 worth of
There's
cards.
like, fuck these. They're like,
fucking nerd.
Luckily for me, because my cards were all in the
did
back
they bend
seat.
your Blue Eyes White Dragon?
No. I do actually have a Blue Eyes White Dragon that's worth like $70.
Wow.
Yeah. It's from...
Now they're going to listen to this and come back to the Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh my
cards.
god, I'm an idiot. But yeah. They dumped it all in the front seat, so my like important cards didn't get wet.
Nice.
All my gross commons got wet in the back because I had everything in that car, like the whole thing. I was a prime target. Oh, and they took the change because I'm an idiot and left just a shit ton of change in my car.
They always do.
They took the change and now the valuable Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yep. I mean, that just tells me that it was somebody that it wasn't somebody I know.
It was a black person.
Speaking of which, did you hear the gunshot that happened last night right outside the apartment?
It was like right outside our door.
Yeah.
Was it a gunshot? I
Yeah.
thought it was a firecracker.
I fucking watched the dude fire the gun.
That was a gun?
It was
Are
a
you
gun.
fucking kidding me?
It was two guys. I just got out of my car. I just got home. It was like, I don't know, a little after 12:30.
Yeah, I was in bed, so yeah, it was like 12:30.
And
went to bed.
I was walking and I hear this guy scream, fuck the police, and this other guy laugh and go, ha ha, there's a white guy behind you. And I was like, huh, funny, I'm white. And then he walks a little bit further and I see him step into your apartment and go, boom, and fire the gun up, and the other dude looks at me and I go, scramble for my keys, get in my fucking house. That was scary as shit. So I'm like, oh my god. But my key doesn't entirely work. Like, you have to like, I'm going to do a little hand signal here. You have to like, here's all the way in. You have to slide it out just right, and then it'll turn. So like, sometimes it takes me like 3 minutes to get in my apartment. And I'm like, key, don't fail me now. Of all the times I need you, man, it is
Wow.
right now.
Well,
But yeah.
because I was like, that's pretty fucking loud for a firecracker. But I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
That was a fucking gun. Wow.
You guys live in a decent part of town.
Yeah, we apparently
Dude, I thought
we
it
do.
was.
Not far from me. Oh. Oh gosh, now I'm a little worried too.
It was some big black dude. He was like, "Fuck the police." Bah!
Yeah, there's a huge black guy that lives in our apartment building. I think he's on the first floor in the back.
Well, I think we've learned a couple things. Tam, you need to take your Yu-Gi-Oh cards inside.
Yeah.
Tam's moving in June.
And Tam, you need to get a new key.
Yeah.
Where are you going in June?
Dude,
I'm going back to my parents for a couple months, save up some
keys
cash.
are like
and then-
$1.50.
I understand,
You can go get a key.
but like I have to have a different key, or else they're gonna just make the same shitty key.
I don't know. You could use like a shorter mold. I've made a lot of keys.
You've
When I
made quite a few keys.
Yeah, when I worked at the UPS store, I had to
You're
make
a key
keys for
master?
mailboxes all the time.
Oh, okay.
And there's different molds.
Would
that
you
are,
go
like,
with me?
Longer or shorter. I guess I could, yeah.
I'm not the key expert.
I mean, if you just tell them like the key's too long, I have to pull it out a little bit. Right there, they might just use a shorter key.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm not gonna do that because I'm moving in June.
okay. Well, in May, if you want to get shot,
God.
remember the $1.50 you didn't spend.
I will. I'll be like, damn, Matt was. I'm just gonna call you. Fuck the police. Quote, black guy, 2015.
Matt, I'm bleeding out. You were right.
You were right. Would you go make me a key?
Matt just drives by, throws the key. I got it. And then
I'm just like, okay, but I don't have any money. Do you have change in your? Oh,
You're just like flash forward like 2 weeks. You're at the funeral. Like just everybody leaves, and you just put a new key on my coffin.
this is for you, buddy.
you get lowered down with the key on you. Just
Bagpipes playing.
Off key, but
during the viewing, I just put it in your pocket.
Skylar halfway around the world's like, something's wrong.
there's a disturbance in the force.
At the funeral, sub just from the ground he comes out all in like a big, like a stereotypical sailor outfit. He's like,
Wearing a seashell bra and having a trident.
Tam, no!
No!
Power of the Ocean Master revives Tam. He just puts his mouth on Tam's mouth and like starts shooting starfish into your body.
If anybody would like to send us the fanfic that you're writing at the moment, our email is 3acombopodcast@gmail.com.
It's called Keys and Subs.
Keys and stuff.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, with Pathfinder, keys, subs, shootings, weddings, and Andy aside, you guys want to get into gaming news?
Andy, which side did you pick?
Let the games begin! Peasant consoles or glorious PC master race? Choose your side.
You know what she did for fun when she was your age? She pushed a hoop with a stick.
This is gaming news.
With a stick.
Well, it seems official now. Silent Hills is not going to happen.
When we see that?
Because Kojima and Konami are like on the outs now. And that sucks because that looked like it was going to be a sweet game.
Yeah. Totally.
That's when you didn't see coming.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd been together for like 20 years.
And you're like...
And he was like the chief executive or something. He was like super high up in Konami.
And
too.
you're like, oh, this game's going to be so sweet. And then the guy who's like behind it's like, yeah, I'm leaving the company.
Do you think that Kojima will go try and do something similar at a different company?
No. I think now that basically every time he said he's going to quit Metal Gear Solid, I think Konami's like, here's some money. And he's like, all right, I'll make another one. Well, now that since Konami owns Metal Gear Solid and that ultimately, which really sucks, they own that graphics engine too. So he has like nothing.
Do you think another company will just... I mean, he's Kojima. You
Well,
think
yeah, he'll probably
any
start-
company's going to be like, here's money, come make us a video game.
That's true. He might even be able to start his own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
probably. But he'd have to make a new graphics engine again because he doesn't have that
okay.
engine.
You
That's
can buy the license to anything.
Oh, yeah, I
you can
bet.
buy the license to like an Unreal Engine or something.
he could probably buy it licensed to his engine. That'd be so shitty.
That would be pretty shitty.
He could just remake it and call it something else. If it's his engine, he probably knows how to do it.
Probably. Let's do some tweaks.
So with that said, PT, the playable trailer for Silent Hills is going to be leaving online stores soon. So if you want to get it quick.
I think it's like 6 gigs. It's kind of big.
Yeah. If you want to play with Daryl Dixon. I was remembering something the other day. Remember when we had that Minecraft server?
Yeah.
And I was trying to make us operators on it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Andy didn't have operator powers for the longest time. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, why don't you have operator powers? And then I went to the operator section of the server. His name was Darkspark7, and I named it Dirkspark7. Dirkspark.
That was fun. That was a good
That
3
was
months.
fun. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft this week, actually.
Yeah?
Hardcore mode. Yeah, where you only get 1 life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you die, the world, you're done. You can't respawn.
Wow.
Have you ever played Minecraft with a controller?
No. Well, yes.
How is it?
I have it on PS3, and it is weird.
Is it better with a mouse and keyboard?
It's better with a
Okay.
mouse and keyboard.
I was
Specifically because you can't. You don't build things in that. Like you know how you have the grid,
Yeah.
and to build a pickaxe, it's 2 sticks and then 3 iron across. In the console version, if you just have sticks and iron in your inventory, when you pull up the crafting bench,
Yeah.
instead of like a field for you to actually craft it, you just have pictures of what you can make, and if you can't make it, it's darkened. If you can make it, it's illuminated.
Oh my god, I love that.
Do you?
I do, because I hate having on Minecraft having to have a window open of what the fuck I can build, and that just confuses me.
That can be pretty confusing. But right now in this right now in this world, I have a pretty big farm.
Ooh.
I've got cows and
Horses?
rabbits. I don't have horses yet, but I know where horses are.
What was the South Park thing? How to tame a horse?
I don't know. But I also have wheat, carrots, potatoes.
Do you have to eat in that game?
You do.
Okay.
I liked in Fallout New Vegas, there was a hardcore mode where you had to keep hydrated and eat, and like if you broke a limb, you had to go through all these things to like repair it. It was really cool.
Is that like part of the game itself?
Yeah, they made it part of the game itself.
That's super cool.
Yeah, which I've never played it because Fallout's hard enough already.
Dude, it's a blast.
But it sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
What system?
I had it on the PS3. It fucking sucked on the PS3.
Okay.
The PC's the way to go.
Yeah, I've got it on
Well,
PC.
Okay. I have a 360. The newest console I have is a Wii U. So I'm still stuck in that that limbo generation that doesn't really exist.
Gabe Newell defends paid mods against the fury of an angry internet.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty bananas that I was like, there was I am on Reddit, and I'm like, no way that's Gabe. And then I started going into it, and yeah, it was basically him just defending Valve against a fuck ton of angry people.
Basically, now what's happening is if you have Skyrim and you go to the Steam Workshop, they can now charge money for their mods.
But it's only Skyrim?
Right now, yeah, it's only Skyrim.
Oh, so I thought it was all over. It's only Skyrim? That's what the Bethesda. I was like, why are people freaking out at Bethesda too?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Now, they have the option to keep the mods free. There's also a pay-what-you-want system instead of a set price. I did see that the horse genitals mod for Skyrim is $99.
Really?
Really?
Not cents?
Nope. Dollars.
There's always someone that does something fucking stupid when there's a new thing. Like when apps first became paid apps, someone had a $99 app that basically said you paid $99 for this app. There's always fucking people that
someone
do that.
burned Gabe really hard, and I can't remember what it was. He said something like, money makes the community grow or something like that, and they're like, oh, that's funny. We've been making mods now for 15 years and never asked for money before.
Yeah, so is it just mods that Gabe himself makes? Or
No,
if anybody
it's
makes a mod
Anybody that makes a mod
and puts it up on Steam,
puts it up on Steam.
he can make money off of it?
Right.
Does
Him, Steam, the creator, and the creator of the mod. Creator of the game and creator of the mod.
Now, is it Gabe's choice to make this monetary, or is it the creator's choice to make it monetary?
Creators.
It's probably a little bit of both.
Okay. So
Valve or Steam gives you the option to charge for it, then you can then pick the price from there.
I mean, I guess it's fine for if it's the creator's choice to ask for money, but if Steam or Valve is just like, you have to put a cost on this, I think it's kind of fucked up. If you want to be able to put it out there for free, you should be able to.
Right.
The amount of picture. Oh, sorry.
And that's kind of the thing about mods is like you're modding someone else's game that someone's already created, and then you're asking, oh, why don't you pay me for this? Especially what fucking sucks sometimes is people will make mods to fix bugs that the creators never bothered to fix.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, now you have to pay us for it. It's like, you didn't even bother to fucking fix the bugs, you know?
Yeah, that is. Mods are a lot of bug fixing too.
I saw a really funny thing. You know Gabe's quote about piracy? It's something like, I've noticed piracy is always a service problem and not a money problem. Yeah. Like, people will pirate because they either can't access something or something's way out of their price. Well, not necessarily out of their price range, but things are hard to access, basically.
Right.
Well, it was funny because that quote was actually put over a new Steam mods pirate website.
That's awesome.
It's like he's been knocking people that have bad piracy because he says, well, if you got a lot of piracy, you're obviously serving your customers wrong, and now there's a lot of Steam mod piracy.
I mean, hopefully that'll open up his eyes.
I don't know if they're going to reverse on it.
I don't know. It's just so weird that something so entrenched as mods. Mods have always
since Doom
been free and for the basically for the love of the game. Yeah. And it's weird that 10, 15 years after 15 years after modding really got huge. You know, early 2000s, late 90s with
late 90s was the big one. Quake 3 was
It's been the same. 2. It's basically been the same since then, and now it's different all of a sudden.
I mean, people are going to vote with their wallets. If they don't agree with paying for it, then they won't. Somebody else will just create the quote unquote same mod for free.
That's true.
I specifically bought Skyrim on PC for the mods. I owned it on the PS3, but I was like, if I can get mods. And Steam made it really easy to install mods too.
I think it just depends on how the creator handles their art. If they're willing to do it for free, like there's half of me that's like, it's the creator's right to ask for something because it is a piece of work. Understand? Mm-hmm. It's like if I drew my own Spider-Man comic, Spider-Man doesn't belong to me, but if I wanted to charge $1 for it because it was my story, it was my idea, and my take on the Spider-Man franchise, sure, maybe, I guess, depending on the legal troubles with whatever.
Yeah, see, what is, if they sell it, Valve gets profit from it too, so that's
what I've always found.
Copyright comes from.
What I've always found is a lot of modders will have like a donation button. Yeah, like, hey, if you like this, please donate. It's just, how do I put it? Like, I don't want to say capitalism is bad, but it sounds like a very capitalist thing to do when for years people were making these just for the love of making them, and now all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute.
It's kind of like backwards compatibility.
People will pay me.
Yeah, but then people are going to start learning that people won't pay for just any shit. So then modders
will get better.
Yeah, modders might become developers then.
Well, I also noticed another thing that a lot of Valve's properties started off as mods.
Yep. Counter-Strike, Portal.
Day
Defeat.
Left 4 Dead. That was a Half-Life 2 mod. Dota was a Warcraft 3 mod. I mean, all of these things that they've made money on were at one point free mods that they made into games.
Gary's mod used to be a free mod. Now it's a paid mod.
But I also saw another side of the coin where, like, there's been plenty of mods that people have paid for in the past. They were just, like, bigger mods.
Gary's mod.
Like Gary's mod, like DayZ.
Yep.
You had to pay for that, even though technically it was a mod. It was basically like another game. So
I could understand paying for mods that are like that. Another game worth.
I don't see $99 for horse testicles, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping that one's just a protest. But it was up there. $99 horse genital mod.
Horse genitals look nice.
The worst, downloadable content's kind of like paid mods.
In a little bit.
When you think about that. Now that I mentioned that, I spent $5 on the horse armor pack for Oblivion, and it did fucking nothing.
Hey, on a random note, because it reminded me of Xbox, I don't know why. Did you see they're doing a Gears of War HD? Like all on one disc.
Possible Gears of War remaster coming to Xbox One.
Think it'll be good?
According to Polygon, Gears of War is going to be the next in line for an HDification on Xbox One. This doesn't come as a huge surprise since Black Tusk Studios is hard at work on the next entry in the series, and Microsoft wants to get as many customers lined up as possible.
Yep.
Developer Splash Damage will be taking the remaster, providing updated cutscenes. We all teased about Xbox One. Oh my god, Gears of War came out 9 years ago. God,
Wow.
damn.
My biggest thing on like these HD remixes, HD whatevers, is if there's any DLC that came with those games, like at all, it should totally be in here.
It should.
Yeah.
It should.
Completely and
And that's the
totally.
way the Master Chief Collection was. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Does this still not work? Not even a little
It doesn't fucking work.
bit? Okay.
You could play custom games by yourself or split screen. But if
Yeah?
you want to go play matchmaking online and actually play games, it doesn't fucking work.
You can play the single player.
Yeah, go fucking single player. Here's the thing, though, is I already have the old games. I can still play single player on those. I can't play multiplayer on them. I can't play Halo 2 multiplayer. I can't play Halo 1 multiplayer.
Oh, that's so shitty.
I know, it's so fucking shitty. And I would think that the DLC would be a part of it, especially for a game that came out 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking throw the DLC in there.
Most
Yeah.
remasters have all the
I remember, was it like the first or second Gears of War pack was sponsored by Mountain Dew and it was free DLC.
Yep.
It was so
It was
cool.
Gears of War 2 because it was when
Was
I got the
it Gears
Xbox and I was
2?
like, free? That's awesome.
It was free DLC because it was sponsored by Mountain Dew and it was the best.
Yeah. It was like 4 levels and shit. It was some cool stuff.
That is awesome.
Gears of War on Xbox One would be pretty cool. I liked Gears.
It was a good
I know
game.
it has that stereotypical like dude bro factor to it, you know,
Yeah.
where it's just a bunch of big muscly guys being like, "Enemy over there!" Blah, 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 blah.
Like as long as it isn't taking itself too seriously, I have no problem with that kind of game. But if it's like we want to tell a riveting story and it needs to be about this dude bro who learns to not be a dude bro, just becomes a dude,
You're fucking chainsawing people in half, like.
and then feeling bad about it.
No, I didn't. I was like, this is awesome.
Andy, were you there for Plan B?
Yep.
On Blood Drive.
Yep. Plan B was great. It
that
was
was
like
the best.
you, Leaper, Tom, me.
Stefan was
Or,
there,
yeah,
I believe,
yeah.
too. We used to lead people into one room, and then 2 people would be in a room across from it, and then we would like close them in and like pincer them.
It worked really well.
Yeah,
one
we
person
would do
have
it
to,
when we were like,
attract 'em.
yeah, we would do it when we were like behind, and we'd be like, all right, guys, Plan B, and they'd come up the stairs and go into one room where everyone was, but then there was a couple other people, or at least one person opposite, and would start shooting them in the back.
Like your own teammate
No, the
or
opposite
the opposite team.
Yeah, the opposite.
Oh, okay. So you just camped out and waited for them to come to you?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of that game was cover based.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, yeah.
I
So-
would say it wasn't completely camping.
No, well,
It-
that's why I was saying
It was trapping.
Yeah, but like the game relied very heavily on cover based fighting, so camping was sort of a thing. Slow moving. The game could be slow moving when you had good people to play with because you would just like cover fire the shit out of one.
That's cool.
Did you ever play Gears of War Judgment?
Nope.
I liked that game a lot, and people are always like it's like the black sheep of Gears of War. I liked it.
Yeah.
I've only ever played Gears 1. It was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. Boomer. All right, guys, that's all I have for gaming news. Let's go ahead and move on.
Siri, search technology news. It's time for technology news on 3-Hit Combo.
Guys, there was an earthquake in Nepal. Did you hear about this?
What does the robot say at the end of that transition?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
We've told you that.
Sorry, just every time I hear it, I don't know. It fucking confuses me. Yes, that Nepal earthquake was insane. It took down a lot of historic landmarks.
7.8 magnitude.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Worst to hit the nation in 80 years.
Wow.
Google is using their Person Finder tool to aid in that.
Is like, it uses the Android phone, doesn't it?
You can also go to like use a browser and go to Google Person Finder, and there's two options: either I'm looking for someone, or I have information about someone. And so you click. If you have information about someone, you add in like, "Hey, I found blah blah blah. He's here."
Nice.
Or if you're looking for someone, you put in their name, and then you find that someone said, "Hey, blah blah blah's here."
That's kind of cool. And that's really cool that Google's allowing them to use it.
Almost like some Dark Knight shit. Like it's almost
the
using
phone
your
thing?
phone to echolocate the whole city. Like it's like that's kind of
Maybe
borderline,
that's why
man.
Google did it. They're like, "It's fucking brilliant, Bruce."
I always love that. If only I had something that could search the entire city for people.
Yeah.
And, that was a comic about
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Because he destroyed that at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Google Glass 2.0 is coming, according to a Google Glass partner.
Which I did not know, but yeah, it's like some fashion thing, isn't it?
Italian eyewear maker Luxottia.
I didn't know how to pronounce it either.
Anyway, the company that's behind Oakley and Ray-Ban has confirmed that it's working with Google to make a 2.0 version of the company's face pewter.
So it'll probably look really nice.
Face pewter.
It'll be interesting.
But is that like a face top instead of like a laptop?
Face tap. Face top would be a monocle. It'd be smaller than the face pewter.
Of course, a monocle. You fancy ass motherfucker.
And then you get the tablet version. It's a contact.
Ooh. That seems like really scary.
Have a mechanical contact.
Yeah.
They already make those for certain things.
I wouldn't doubt. I'd give him like 10 years.
Oh, I meant like an entire
eye.
like a HUD. Like that's your contact.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That's like some Watch Dogs shit, man.
That's augmented. That's like.
Oh no, I'm in a shitty game.
I saw that game. It was like on sale for $15 online. I'm like, is it worth?
Remember the hype for that game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember the hype for Watch Dogs?
If they could have given the product that was given at the time that they said it was going to be released, it would have been a great game.
Yeah.
But it was the fact it was like, next year. Next year. Another 6 months, please.
Yeah, they dropped.
Decent game.
They dropped the fucking ball in that game so hard.
Yeah. I'd laugh if they got hacked, and that's the reason they lost everything.
It was hackers, guys. Shut the fuck up.
A team of Yahoo researchers, no doubt funded by Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer, might have come up with a way to extend biometrics recognition with anything with a touchscreen. Anything that has a touchscreen can have biometrics recognition.
That's
Wow.
interesting. So I can finally biometric my dick to my phone.
Pretty much. Right now, to identify the depressions that make up a fingerprint, you need a fairly high-resolution scanner. But if you use something bigger, like a hand...
Open.
Basically like the palm of your hand or something like that.
Or something like a little bit bigger than the palm of your hand. You know.
Yeah.
Your face.
Yeah, your face. Or like your foot.
Yeah.
Maybe like my big fucking
That's how
nose.
People just unlock in the future. They just smack it against their face. Yep, it's you. All right. Thanks, phone.
Basically, the touchscreen can map out the body part, which is, of course, unique to you. And it would be able to, be a better password.
We have been dancing around this dick joke for the past minute, and I love it.
I would definitely make sure the balls got scanned. Definitely.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It would
I'm
all
like,
fit for sure.
I'm a shaft guy. Like when I think of like a dick, I don't think of like everything. I think of just like
Just the shaft.
just the shaft. Just like if you
like the whole
no. If somebody was like, you bag of dicks, like what comes to my brain isn't like a dick and like some testes hanging
That's
down.
why it's called the package, because it comes
No.
with it.
If you say package, I think of the whole package. But if you say you bag of dicks, it's just your dick. It's not anything else.
But there's a head involved, too. You're just talking about a shaft.
I mean, I guess with the verbiage that I used earlier, but I almost implied the head as well. I don't know what sick fuck is just giving me a shaft.
That would be weird. Is this a bunch of just large earthworms?
You know that joke of
That'd be so funny if like you're with a girl and she's nibbling on it like it was ribs or something, just the shaft.
Good. Like corn on the cob. Put the butter on this.
Oh my god!
I can get you some butter
Good idea.
if you'd like.
I'm just gonna dip it, just like crab meat. Just dip it, mouth. Dip it, mouth.
You know that joke of like, where do the bakers put all the donut holes? Like, where'd you put all the tips from that bag full of shafts?
Well, that means we also have a bag full of tips.
Yeah.
That's where olives come from.
What?
Olives.
Olives?
Olives
Just
are tips?
shriveled dick tips.
No wonder I don't like olives.
Yeah, I hate olives too.
I love
Andy,
olives.
do you like olives?
I love olives.
You would love olives, you sick fuck.
Next story. I don't think we can
We
reach
can
the
dick
top.
tip anymore.
That is all I have for technology news.
We reached the tip of that joke.
Skylar, please put on pants. That'd be funny if Skylar's listening to this without pants on.
Bitch, I did.
All right, guys, let's go into news.
Time for the main event.
Let's get it on!
It's time for the 3-Hit Combo Newscast.
Let's go for the gold, Johnny!
Let's go for the golden deed. Police say a would-be burglar got sidetracked by snacks. He broke into a house and decided to heat up some tater tots. And then he took a nap on the sofa.
I wonder if he was high.
The homeowner came home.
Man.
The homeowner went downstairs to find the man asleep on her sofa, and tater tots apparently, I guess at this point, would be burning in the oven. The woman rushed to her bedroom, called police, and then ran out the front door. She woke up the man, who fled out the back. She woke him up. Oh, she probably did on accident.
Yeah. Pardon me.
I called police.
Yeah. Hey.
What are you doing in my house?
Officers parked on the next street spotted him, tried to handcuff him. They used a stun gun twice on him when he resisted.
Shit.
Wow. This dude wanted some
He
fucking
broke
tater
into a
tots,
house and
man.
he took a fucking nap while making tater tots.
I don't think that's even a crime.
He's just trying to cook us some tots.
Yeah, man. He's just a bit like it's her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
I just wanted this for you.
She had custody of the tots.
That was a divorce joke, and I loved it. You see, Andy, like tots is like it's like kids. You could say like tots equals kids.
Who touches tots?
I almost said Tam. Tam touches tots just for the alliteration, but then had to
Tam touches tots.
think about it. That seems like the worst .com ever. TamTouchesTots.com.
It's just damn, just like you're reaching out, like Outlook touching. Like,
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to survive in the real world. Tam touches tots.
Or like it's a charity organization. Like I'm touching the hearts of children everywhere. Tam's touches tots.
Tam's been touching kids all over the country.
I don't like this. I'm a teacher. This needs to not be on the internet.
Tam's been teaching about touching tots for at least 17
Tam's
years.
real terrible about teaching touching tots.
Basically, just cover a mouth and touch all you want.
This is the tantalizing story about Tam feeling terrible touching tots.
For the record,
Too many times have I read the tantalizing story of Tam feeling terrible touching tots.
I can't breathe. I don't touch tots.
Next story.
Tam does not touch tots.
Too bad. If you can't breathe, then we can't read too many tantalizing stories about Tam feeling terrible touching tots. Titties. So, Chinese officials are launching a campaign to crack... Chinese officials are launching a campaign to crack down on strip teases and other lewd shows that have become popular at funerals in rural areas of China.
Oh, senpai would have.
See, the titties were for a reason.
Senpai would have liked a side chick. Strip away.
Jackie Chan goes to a lot of funerals.
Jackie Chan has 9 opera albums.
I knew that
Wow,
actually.
really?
Yeah. I knew he did opera, but I didn't know how many albums he had.
So, erotic performances at funerals are a relatively new phenomenon. Many rural people believe that the large attendance at funerals is a sign of honor for the deceased. So the shows are used to attract more people and display the family's prosperity.
That's like a grandma trying to show off her super large family at like
Yeah,
senior
with a
prom.
fucking
And super large fake tits. Grandma's getting up there herself. You know what's going on.
Grandma teases with tits.
Tam teases grandma's tits. Tam touches grandma's tits. Yeah.
I'm just glad the word tranny isn't in here anywhere.
Terrible teen suspended for fake bomb proposal.
Terrible teen.
What?
A Washington teen who strapped fake explosives to his body in a stunt to ask a date to prom has been suspended from school.
It would be bomb for you to go with me to prom.
Did she say yes?
You're suspended.
The 18-year-old senior said he was trying to go all out with his proposal, wearing a vest filled with paper tubes to make it look like explosives.
I don't know who wrote this
He
article.
held a sign saying that he was the bomb and inviting his would-be date to prom. She accepted and will likely go out to dinner with him on prom night.
But
I'm-
since he's suspended, can't go to prom.
I'm upset that the article didn't say that he was the bomb. Like, or no, that he didn't try and go out with a bang. He said he tried to go out. It's like
Go all out. Yeah.
go all out with a bang. Come on, do your jobs, reporters. Make something fun for Tam to talk about.
A
on
trippy
Tuesday.
truck driver pleads guilty to trading $50,000 worth of lunch meat for crack. An Arkansas truck driver has pleaded guilty to trading $50,000 worth of lunch meat
That's a lot
for
of lunch
crack
meat.
cocaine. Larry Ron Bowen was sentenced this past Monday to a year of inpatient drug treatment and 6 years of probation. He must also pay $18,000 in restitution.
How much lunch meat is that?
All right, I was trying to do some math. We get 24 pounds for like $50.
Bowen
basically.
never delivered the meat.
So if you want to use that?
Wow.
When the truck full of lunch meat went missing for 3 days, the company that hired Bowen used the truck's GPS to locate it at a service station in Memphis. Officers told the station they found Bowen near the truck eating a lunch meat sandwich. The refrigerated trailer holding the lunch meat was gone, and the truck tires had been replaced with cheaper ones.
Oh my god!
Police said Bowen told them he stopped at the service station 3 days earlier and inadvertently traded the rig to two men who offered him crack cocaine.
Inadvertently.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you know, man?
Jeez.
I want to know how that conversation went down. Like, if he's actually innocent and didn't know that he traded it. Kind of like super stereotypical. Like, oh, you're over in India and you were nice to me. Oh, you're marrying my daughter now. It's like, hey man, what you got in the truck? Oh well, lunch meat. You wanna buy a horse? Yeah, horses are cool. What you got in the trailer? Oh, lunch meat. Is that for trade? I mean, it's not mine, but sure, I guess. Here's some crack.
So that will do it for this episode of 3A Combo Podcast. Everyone remember your 3 T's. Tam touches tots.
Tam does not touch tots. Tam doesn't touch. Tam touches 0 tots
Tam touches Tam titties though.
on occasion.
So you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/3A Combo Podcast, twitter.com/3A PC. That's number 3. PC stands for podcast. Email us at 3A Combo Podcast gmail.com and search for us on YouTube, 3A Combo Podcast. So, for Andy, the Tot Toucher, and
Tam
myself,
doesn't touch tots.
this is Matt signing out.